Abundant day, evening, and or afternoon to you and yours. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. This is going to be a quick message. I don't know who this message is for. Okay, I'm being called to give this message. This message is for somebody who is. I do know that it's for someone who is new to their gifts. Okay, when I say new, this could be. I'm hearing over the last 1 or 2 years, you may have been discovering certain things about yourself to where you're trying to figure out like what is your gift. Like you could be having experiences to where you are speaking to someone and say for instance like how I'm talking right now, you are listening to me, but as you're listening to me, you are getting or gaining information, knowledge, and wisdom that is coming from source. Okay, that is coming from the most high, that is coming from the divine. Okay. um when we talk about the word Claire, okay, because everybody has many gifts. Okay, here's a list of reasons to use Instacart. Some people have gifts and they only are able to activate one. For some of us, or two. Okay, we all have the ability to be able to activate our gifts. Okay, um, and I feel like it's just like what you choose to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody has a choice. You know what I'm saying? So, um, for the people that I am speaking to, it's almost like you don't, it's not scaring you anymore. Maybe it did scare you at first, like, or you thought you were tripping. You could have thought you were like hallucinating of some sort. I kind of feel like for some of y'all that's not going to be for everybody, but the group of individuals that this message is for, um it's like it's time for you guys to step into your calling, or step in, to begin to use your gifts. Okay. This, like I said before, this could be scary for some of you guys, and that's going to be for like a handful of you guys. Okay. But I feel like the divine is showing you how to utilize them, how to use them. Okay, you could be becoming more comfortable with the usage of them at this time, or there's a need to. It's something about being more open. Okay, being more, I'm not so much vulnerable, but being more open to using them or implementing them into your life. Okay, to bring about some type of change, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay, so I don't see like, this is not like just rituals and things like that. So don't get it twisted. Okay, this is about like the more that you use them, the more that it helps you and shapes you and molds you. The more that you use them, it helps and assists other people. The more you help other people, the more you can, you know what I'm saying, zoom in on your corrections or your mistakes in life. I feel like for a lot of you, that's what this is, but I could be wrong. So we're gonna tap in, because the way I'm receiving it is just that. Okay, this is the second time I had to record this video. I was meaning to put it up yesterday. Okay, and I've been meditating on it for a few days now. So this is clairaudient, whoever you are. This your gift has to deal with hearing. Okay, and when we talk about the clairs, okay, first of all, clair is a French word that is used in the prefix of these gifts per se. Okay, or of these, you know what I'm saying. We're just gonna say gifts. Okay, we're just gonna say gifts. uh that's just one of them. Okay, and like I said before, we have many of them. It's up to you if you activate them or not. You know what I'm saying. So I can't tell you what to do with your life, but yeah. um I'm also hearing one at a time. So if somebody could be like noticing they have more than one gift, and they could be trying to figure out both of them at the same time. So spirit is saying take your time with it. You know what I'm saying? Do not rush this. It's gonna naturally come to you. This is not something that you are taught. This is not something that, you know what I'm saying, a classroom is gonna teach you. Okay? This is something that by working with the divine, by working with the most high, by connecting with spirit, you know what I'm saying, the Holy Spirit, and your angels and your ancestors, this is how you're going to be able to use these gifts or utilize them. Okay, please understand, for some of y'all, I'm getting like, There somebody wants to know, do you have more than one spirit guide? Yes, you do. Spirit guides come to you in your life. Your angels, your ancestors come to you at different times of your life when you need them for different tasks in your life. Okay, so one may be equipped on this one may not be equipped on that one. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's specifically, your journey is specifically designed for you. Okay, by the Most High. Okay, there's only two people with the controllers in your life, and those remote control. There's only two controllers. Okay, that is the divine, the Most High. Okay, that holds one controller and you hold another one. Okay, there is no duplicates that are passed out. There aren't any extra copies either. You know what I'm saying? It's giving that energy of one chance to get it right. Okay, so it's something about that. However, I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you spirit is wanting to remind you, like, everything comes from the heart space. Okay, everything that you utilize comes from the heart space. When it comes to your gifts, okay, you need to be pure about your intentions and things like that. And I feel like you've already may have went through some of that, but for some of you guys, you could be new here, because this is giving like some new people on the channel. There could be, and welcome guys, but there could be something here that I'm picking up on when it comes to, like, I just kind of feel like somebody's trying to figure something out. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to their gifts, it's a need for you to be patient, okay? And, study, okay? Study what you need to study. Look up what you need to look up. I can't tell you where to go and how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Just use your intuition, okay? And the Most High will guide you. The Spirit will guide you to where you need to be in order to receive the information that you're looking for, okay? Um, it's the same thing with your ancestors, and just basically just common sense, lead with you allow your spirit to lead you, is what I'm getting out of this. Allow your spirit to lead you, okay? Because you too, yes, you are human, but you are a spirit as well, okay? Yeah, we all have souls, but you know what I'm saying? You're a soul as well. So, and there's a difference between the two. However, um, let's talk about it. Let's see. I'm talking about let's talk about it. So she was like, yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so all right, so let's get into the message. So when it's clear, we're talking about a clear communication, a clear line. So this is a clear or light. It's a French word, okay, and it symbolizes clear or light. Okay, so that's letting you know that the vibration is clear of the word, and it's of the light. Okay, Clair, Clair, right? But it represents clear, Clear. All right. It's supposed to be for like a clear vibration, a pure vibration. You know what I'm saying? A light vibration. Some of you guys could be light workers, okay? In some way, shape, form, or fashion. You don't have to be, okay? But I am, it's giving that energy, okay? It's also giving like star seed. You know what I'm saying? When we're talking about lights, stars. I know I've been seeing stars. I was talking about the stars the other day, as far as like, and I'm not talking about in the sky, okay? Symbolic, it could be symbolic for some of you guys, okay? A synchronicity for others, to where you have just been noticing like them popping up in different places, and you're like, why is that there? Like, is that a notification? Is that you know what I'm saying? And you come to find out it's something else, or you know what I'm saying, you like, that don't belong here, okay? So it's something like that. That ain't gonna be for everybody, okay? I'm also getting that there's a need for you to stay open, okay? Understand that you're being divinely guided at this time. This is like divine intervention taking place in your life, okay? Clearly some things weren't going in the right direction, you know what I'm saying? So the divine has to get your attention. The Most High God has to get your attention. It's like, hello, you know what I'm saying? Wake up, you know what I'm saying? Confirmation, okay? So it's giving that energy of, you're going into a new part of your life, a new journey. This journey is going to be totally different, okay? I'm just going to let you know ahead of time, because I kind of feel like this is somebody who is starting from the beginning. And if you're not starting from the beginning, maybe you have stopped, you got off track somewhere, and it's like, no, I was the best at myself when I was here. You know what I'm saying? When I was working on myself and clearing out karmic debt, when I was working on myself and overcoming my obstacles and meditating and tapping into my more spiritual side. I'm hearing somebody felt more comfortable. That's not going to be for everybody, but I'm hearing somebody felt more comfortable in that spot versus being judged because of like tradition or whatever, whatnot. Wow. Okay. So I'm picking that up as well. I'm hearing spirit say. So it's just really like use your intuition, take your time and slow down. Okay. You are on the right track. You hold a lot of wisdom already yourself. You've overcome a lot of obstacles thus far. Okay. And when we talk about the audience part, that's common sense. Okay. We talking about somebody who can hear. Okay. So whoever you are, this gift, your current activation state or whatever you want to call it, is dealing with your hearing abilities. Okay, you have the ability to hear spirit very clear. Okay, so you're knowing, what's what. Okay, so you could be mastering that gift of yours when it comes down to you listening, um, being quick to listen and slow to speak. You know what I'm saying? Not so quick to jump the gun. An example would be somebody coming behind me under this video commenting. You know what I'm saying? On that BS, but they ain't listened to the whole message. They already then jumped out there and judged. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So just be careful of the energy that you surround yourself with overall. And let's see what spirit wants you to know or what spirit needs you to know at this time when it comes down to your journey. I also was picking up on be careful of people trying to come in your life as far as, not having the same intentions that you have for them, having negative intentions for you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And that's not going to be for every single person that you cross paths with. That's just spirit saying be aware that you're still going to have these people pop up. Like nothing, no religion, no none of that, no worship, no is going to stop people from coming up against you. It's all about learning how to deal with it. It's all about learning how to balance out that energy or transmute that energy in some way, shape, form, or fashion. How you do it, what your intentions are. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. And I feel like that's what you're gonna learn on your journey, plus 10 times more. I'm not even really scratching the surface of like the learning lessons in the spiritual journey, to be honest. Like seriously, is way more deeper than a lot of people think. And that some people's mind could really grasp. Okay, so keep that in mind. So don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, we got fresh outlook. Approach life with a fresh outlook. It allows you to tackle situations with new perspectives, making it easier to find creative solutions to problems. It also aids in breaking out of old patterns, habits, and leading to personal growth and development. Be open to seeing things in a new light. Exactly. So be open to seeing something different. Like I said, it's deeper than what a lot of people think, and sometimes it's more than certain people's mind can actually grasp. Their minds have not developed enough, their intellectual level. And people can look at people and say, oh, they're this, they're that. They don't have this, they don't have that. And them be the ones. Them be the ones, y'all. So watch, you could be entertaining an angel, they say. Okay? But that does not necessarily mean physically as well. For some people it is, and for others, or helpers, okay? And for others, this is you actually being clairaudient, communicating. So it's almost like y'all, like I said, y'all could be talking to me or talking to somebody in the streets and or at home or whatever. And they're talking to you as well. You know what I'm saying? You communicating with them, but you also hearing spirit, but it's coming through so clear. Okay? So clear, very accurate. Oh, wow. Oh, like, did I just pick that up? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? It could be about the person in front of you. 9 times out of 10, if it's about the person in front of you, it's actually a message for that person. So get ready to start delivering messages that way. I used to all the time. Like, that's how I began when I was younger. I just would, spirit would tell me and I would go talk to people and let them know. You know what I'm saying? Um, I used to enjoy those as well, because now that I look back on it, it's like, at first I was like, why do why me, this and that, and I used to ask God, why why me, and then I had to come to the point where it's like, now that what I'm now where I am today, and the understanding, the overstanding of the of it all, and excuse me, and the experience in itself, I see why. I see why I started that young. I see why I was shown that young. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, it's something about somebody's mind not developing, or it's something about shifting your mind, or staying on a positive note. Okay, staying balanced, staying aligned, staying in alignment. Tell me more when it comes to this message. What else do they need to know? We got overprotective. You may find yourself being protective of yourself or of others, resulting in you exerting control over your own actions of those or others. You might perceive the world as being very perilous, um, leading to a sense of caution and overprotection. However, it's important to remember that life isn't flawless and mistakes are indispensable for personal growth. So this is a lot of personal growth. This is a lot of inner work. This is a lot of you. This could be a shadow work. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature taking place. The number 58 or 82 could be significant. Okay, 85 or 28 as well. The number 12 or 21. We got sensory overload. So some of y'all need to sit back and relax for a little bit. You could be overloaded and bombarded by like social media, and different things. Not just social media, but I'm hearing contracts. Some about some contracts or something. I don't know where y'all work at. I don't know y'all life. Y'all know y'all life. But yeah, I'm picking up on that. Okay. So this could be like performance within someone's company or something. Somebody could be like a supervisor, or you could own your own company. We got, you may struggle to process information or make decisions effectively, hindering your ability to achieve your goals. Yeah. So that's what sensory overload does, I feel like, and that's what spirit is saying, like, be careful. So rest when you need to rest. Take time out, to do something, and when you're doing it, because we did get that one thing at a time, or one at a time. This could also, spirit could also be saying one at a time when it comes down to these tasks that you have. You can't take on all of them at one time, be it the everyday physical task or your spiritual task. It's going to be a need for you to break it down and take your time with each one. Okay. um I'm hearing it's not a competition. I was feeling that energy before I got on here too, and I was like, why am I feeling that? And this, I've got to get this message out, so it's all making sense. Yeah, the flame got a little higher when I said that. So it's definitely giving, like, somebody, you could be one of those people who experience people always wanting to be at all costs, wanting to be in competition with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, or you can't seem to shake these people. You always encounter these type of energies, okay? Or this type of energy, this competitive energy when it comes down to people. And I feel like for whoever you are, you're not even like in a competitive state, but then energetically, if a person makes it about that, and you read energy and you understand energy, your instant reflex is going to be like, defend yourself, you know what I'm saying? And, well, let's go, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're not going to turn it down. And so it's something about that. I feel like, excuse me, I feel like you need to, I know I'm gonna need to drink me some tea when I get off here, but I feel like whoever you are, you need to focus. Just focus, okay? Don't allow nobody to come in and get you off track. Okay? Anybody that you have to like right now you don't have space for worries other than outside of your everyday norm and whatever you're dealing with in your own life. I feel like, okay, y'all could be seeing 111. Okay, we got proactive here. It's imperative to be proactive about the situation in your life. It says if you desire it, you must actively pursue it. Being proactive empowers you to anticipate and prepare for challenges, assert control over your situations, and experience a sense of empowerment. By doing so, you will effectively, um, it says mitigate the escalation of crisis or problems. Exactly. Exactly. Continue to create, continue to be active. Don't overload yourself, but stay focused, you know what I'm saying? And, ignore whatever negative. I don't even want to say negative. I don't want to use the word negative. I feel like this is more than negative, okay? But ignore those that you know who are impeding or coming in to distract you from changing whatever it is that you need to change, or whatever it is that you are trying to heal. Anybody trying to impede on your process and slow you down, because it's like a need for you to use your intuition, and whoever you are, you have a high intuition. I'm hearing a high IQ and intuition, okay? All right, so you be like dead on whatever you feel, and this, like, but maybe other people don't know this side of you, and that's okay. That's not for them to know. It's your gift. Okay. Some about 84 is here. Let's see, two more, please and thank you. We got spiritual overload. Look, I'm telling you, we got sensory overload, spiritual overload. Like, y'all, is I feel like I'm talking to somebody. That's why I was feeling like this pressure, this competition, energetically. You could be off balance, okay? Or you could be getting off, and spirit is saying, come back, come back. You know what I'm saying? Regroup, rest. You know what I'm saying? 111, realign. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we got, you may be solely relying on spiritual guidance, either through a tarot reader or tarot cards, or from some form of spiritual escape. Be careful when listening to messages that may not align with you in order to validate your reasoning. Exactly. Not everything will fit your situation. You need to learn to trust yourself more instead of depending on other spiritual advisors. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. So it's definitely a need for y'all to, stay tapped in. It's a need for y'all to have more confidence in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you do. I'm not saying that you're not confident. What I'm saying is, by being overloaded and bombarded by everyday tasks, okay, and doing more than one thing, that's what's affecting this, I feel like. So just take your time, one thing at a time. 109 could be significant. One more, please and thank you. And especially with this clarifying, this one being overprotective, and exerting yourself, when it comes to exerting control over your own actions or those of others. So it could cause you, to be very bossy, and somebody to take it in the wrong manner, and then it's like things shift for you and it goes downhill, and it caused you some type of setbacks. So don't, make sure that y'all, this card flipped over. I hadn't looked at it yet. And this is what it says: setbacks. You may feel as though that you're constantly making the same mistakes over and over again. But staying stuck in your mistakes can limit your personal growth, can limit both your personal and professional development. Remember that making mistakes and experiencing setbacks is a natural part of being human. Okay, so don't get comfortable in the setback. Okay? Don't get comfortable in any setbacks if you have or are experiencing that, because you have the ability to turn this around. Okay? And make it work in your favor. Yeah, with metamorphosis at the bottom, blooming into a butterfly, going through the motions but coming out on top with the competition. Didn't I say something about competition? Here's this competition. So this is like a group of people, okay, that could be acknowledged. Instead of acknowledging your strengths, they're attempting to undermine you, okay. Then we got justice has been served. So don't even worry about these people. Whoever these people are that's trying to compete with you or whatever, they being handled. They being handled, okay, because you had divine intervention. So it's no need to even worry about like the negative of this situation, because it's already been taken care of, okay. And any doors that you were not able to open, or things may have been feeling like you're limited to this, you're limited to that. I'm definitely getting mirroring. Didn't I say something about mirroring? We got the number 72, the number 11, and the number 27. What was these numbers? 88, 91, and 18. Okay. And then we got revolving doors with growth mindset and bullseye here with the number 72, 11, and 27. And these two are mirroring, 72 and 27. Okay. This is talking about revolving doors. Okay. Uh, Doors that you may have been not, maybe you feel that you were unable to open. It's almost like some of you guys are going to surprise yourself, okay. It's the need for you to believe in yourself more than what you are right now. And I feel like it's not the fact that you don't believe in yourself, it's just something that you're going through. It's an eerie feeling of not knowing like how something is going to turn out, or um somebody could be scared. I'm hearing oppressed, or it's something like being compressed, okay? This could be stagnant. Look, I can't make it up. Stagnant energy. These two just fell with the underdog, okay? And these two was just upright, but they just fell in reverse, okay? Um, so that's what this is. So somebody caused you some stagnant energy, okay? Somebody may have overlooked you, but that's okay because you're coming out on top, okay? It's something about you shifting your mindset. It's something about you believing, or your belief system of some sort. Here we got the number 66 as well. Yeah. So just keep going. I feel like keep going on your journey. Don't worry about nothing. Them people, whatever they tried to do, it don't even matter who did what. As long as you stay focused on your journey and what it is that you're supposed to be doing, that's all that matters, okay? And as far as I'm concerned, I feel like you're doing a great job, because it's not easy, and you know what I'm saying? You get a lot of people who will underestimate you because of your belief system and things of that nature, not understanding that they just need to dig a little deeper, okay. And it's not for their opinion. I can't tell you what to subscribe to. I can't tell you what to do with your life. I'm just the messenger, period, point blank, okay. That does not give me the right to judge you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay, so let's see, what else do they need to know or hear at this time? Because never mind. Anyway, we got breakthrough here, okay? So be ready for this breakthrough that's coming, because it's coming, okay? We got spiritually cleanse your children. And we got ancestral prayer warriors. Yeah. Clarify. Okay, so I feel like y'all ancestors are hoping that somebody's ancestors is hoping that you make the right decision, okay? When it comes to something. You could be in a place where you're trying to figure out what it is that, you have many choices. You're trying to figure out what choice to make, okay? You're dealing with breaking generational curses, and you're dealing with, keeping your heart space pure. All right. We got too far unsanctioned at the top with victory with the shaman spirit. Spirit guided recipes. Excuse me, and unborn confirmation. Some of y'all could be making money off of a recipe. Okay? Or something that you're doing. You could be doing like a candy house, selling plates, restaurant of some sort, or this is somebody, that is into like holistic healing, to where you could be doing like medicine, herbal medicines and things like that. Your ancestors could be showing you how to use things, or you could be hearing them let you know. They could be notifying you, let you know, like, hey, mix this and that, you know what I'm saying, for that. Or you like, why am I thinking about this one herb, and the whole time a week later, they come through and like mix that with that, and then you got that, you know what I'm saying. So it's something about that could be very significant. Okay. Yeah, y'all about to experience something different when it comes down to connecting, and healing. If you are doing, or if you've ever done like generational work on your family, this experience for somebody is going to be totally different. Okay. In a positive way, though, not in a negative. In a positive way. Let me see, what is this. So be ready for your breakthrough, no matter what. Continue to work. Okay. Continue to take care of you. Take care of your home space. Okay. I kind of feel like somebody could have thought they had somebody like, or whoever I'm speaking to. Maybe you've been going through something to where you were just feeling like you just want to stop. You don't want to go no more when it comes down to something. You want to give up on something. And your ancestors are like trying to let you know they're there with you. Okay. They see the work that you're doing. Why is this here? I just want to check one more thing. Hold on, y'all. Why is this ancestor prayer warriors? Yeah, they praying that you make the right decision, that you take the leap of faith. I just want to confirm one more time. So that's why these ancestors are here praying that you take the right the right direction, the right leap of faith. Okay, because you have decisions, like I said before. So let's see. What is the advice on this then? I mean, I feel like that's a little bit of it, but let's just gather advice real quick. What's the advice on this? Moving forward. What's the advice on this? We got family with Oma. Star seed. Didn't I say y'all was something about some star seed? Star seed at the bottom of the deck. Underneath that, we got accountability and tradition. Listen. We just clarifying what I said. That's all this is. Star seed. Underneath that was accountability. Underneath that was tradition. Okay? And on the top, we got confirmation. So this is a message of confirmation for some of you guys, that you passed some type of test, that you made it, or you've mastered something. Okay? Justice will be served. We got justice out here again. And then we got nature. Okay. And these two are actually almost mirroring each other. These two cards. Okay. Coming together. Almost mirror each other. Okay. So I don't know how much clarity y'all need when it come down to this message or confirmation. Somebody could be a divine feminine. Okay. I could be talking to one. This could be a divine feminine message. There's something here about your blueprint as well, or you gaining access to it. I'm hearing this time around for those of you who are returning back to, your spiritual journey, or you've come to a crossroads in your life where you realize, okay, I do have some more healing that I need to do when it comes down to this area of my life. And I'm talking about somebody who's being honest, with themselves, and that's a good thing. So congratulations on that, because everybody does not take accountability. That's where that accountability comes from. That's where it steps in at. Just a second. I'm trying to. Okay, yeah, here we go. Because I want to read this card for y'all. But yeah, so this is still good. Like, understand that we all go through shit. Excuse my expression. We all go through stuff. Okay. And this card talks about reflection, okay? It talks about the generations before you and after you. This talks about legacy as well, I feel like, in a way, because this person that's on these people that's on the card can see the future, okay? They can see the future children. They can see the past children, okay? Their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren, their great-great-grandchildren in the future. They have the ability to... They hold this type of wisdom, you know what I'm saying? This type of knowledge, and they receive visions. So for some of y'all can receive visions, okay? Or this is like in the generations, okay? But in this card, we see the next 7 generations reflected on a mirror that stands before a couple who hold a child in their arms, okay? The child's spirit refracts into a multitude of future beings who have the wisdom of their ancestors, we who sit back with the cards today. Okay? The couple has a look of grace and confidence, okay? Knowing that they can change the perception of the world with the proper vehicles of delivery. The mirror is wrapped in cannabis leaves and flowers to showcase how this guide works through the lifetimes. Crystal lines the bottom of the mirror, okay? And it says, and we see the fruitation of the future self card. The sun and the moon are carved into the frame, showcase how the future will be yet will still have some dark days, only illuminated by the moon. Almost appears when the subject of family comes up and reminds you that we are all born with family. They may not be exactly who we wanted it to be, but they are who we need to evolve from this human experience. Okay? So for some of y'all, this is definitely, is this like it's giving family, because it says family. Okay? So you got to remember that no matter what, whether you like auntie, cousin, brother, sister, mama, daddy, you know what I'm saying? At the beginning, middle, and end of the day, that's still family. That's still blood. That's still, you may want a divorce, but you can't. So and so may be on a different path. That person, it's just giving the energy of humble yourself and do not judge. Okay? Even if it is family. Okay? You never know, and I feel like some of y'all about to find out a lot of secrets, okay? This could be family secrets as well, okay? But these people on this end, you can see the baby's head right there. They're right here in this card, okay? They're right here in this card. They're mirroring themselves. They're standing there, but the ancestors in the mirror are surrounding them over here. Down here, down here, down here, up here, over there, over there, over there. You see what I'm saying? So, no matter what, you are always protected, okay? And then it's just like these sparkles all over the card. Those look like dots. But it's definitely giving orbs. It's giving, lots of orbs Y'all could be seeing orbs a lot, okay? Or this is like also giving me like star action as well. Like I said, we had the star card. So for some of y'all, this is y'all may be about to go through a period where you are working through healing family. Okay, this could be by request, and I'm just being honest with y'all. I can't do nothing but be honest with y'all. This could be by request of a grandmother. Okay, a grandmother energy or a grandfather energy, but this is definitely giving grandma. You know what I'm saying? Or granny or mommy for some. You know what I'm saying? You may have been called and chosen to do certain things. Okay, it's something about your gifts. Okay, you have some type of gifts. Okay, you have a lot of spiritual knowing when it comes down to like cleansing. Okay, or whatnot. It's something about your hands. It's something about the way that you heal. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys are healers. Okay, light workers, star seeds. I'm also getting for some of you mediumship, okay? Like you may have, this may be in your family, this may be something that you are not aware of, and you may be a traditional person, but it's something about you're about to find out more than what you think you know. Like you don't know everything. There's going to be some family not issues, but some family history that's about to resurface that you're about to encounter with on this next journey of your awakening. Wow. So congratulations, okay? And just be honest with yourself, and I feel like as long as you're honest with yourself, you're honest with spirit, you're okay. um Take your time, and take and be patient with yourself, and that's what I was looking for. Thank you, spirit. Be patient with yourself and be patient with others so that you don't have to, you know what I'm saying, be overbearing yourself with, energetically, where you don't have to have these overloaded sensory issues and overloaded spiritual overloads, you know what I'm saying? Because it can happen, and it will happen so fast to where you won't even know, and you're like, well, how did that happen? You know what I'm saying? So I just want to strongly encourage y'all to like, don't give up. And only you know your journey, only you know your encounters, only you know. And everybody's not going to understand it because it's not for everybody to understand. This has to deal with your family, your generations, and bringing in that new energy to your bloodline. Okay, this has nothing to do with a lot of what people think. You feel what I'm saying? But it's definitely has a lot to do with spirituality. Okay, and you've already came this far, so just keep going. I strongly encourage you to not give up on your journey for whoever you are. Let's see, who is this message for? I wanted to separate these so I could just do like initials, but we're just gonna use these mixed together for this time. Okay, let's see, who's this message for? Okay, that was a lot. Okay, too many at one time. For sure. Let's mix them up. Mix and master. Master and mix it. Okay. Who is this message for, Holy Spirit? All right. So we got the letter G, the letter N. We got Leo. Okay. Who is this message for? You could be an Aries. Who is this? Ooh, that one jumped all the way out. You got the letter P. Hold on, y'all. Let me grab it. All right. Gemini. You could be a Gemini. Scorpio. Who is this message for? Okay, we got the letter. Which one? There we go. X. S. W. J. JDW. Something could be significant about that. We got strong W. The spray. The squeaky spray. All right. Maybe some of y'all are using that or have to use that. We got Capricorn, Scorpio, Gemini, Aries, Leo. Okay. Let's shuffle one more last time. Before I leave it all behind. Okay. Okay, we got Scorpio, strong Leo, Aquarius, Aries. So strong Scorpio, strong Leo, strong Aries, Aquarius, Gemini, Capricorn. Okay. Those are the signs. Somebody's name is Tony. Okay. Toni. We got the letter I. We got the letter T. We got the letter T very strong. Okay. We got the letter L. We got the letter N. Somebody's name is Lynette, Jeanette. Okay, we got the letter O. We got no. We got the letter R. Okay, Rhonda, Ray, Ray. Okay, Faye. Okay, Jared. I'm hearing somebody's name could be Jared. Okay. Something about Alfredo. Somebody's name is Alfredo or about Alfredo. Somebody could be a junior. Somebody could be a senior. Okay. Somebody could be trying to get your attention as well. Trying to do something one last time. Okay. Or give something one last try. The fact that I was singing that Brian McKnight. Okay. I don't even know how it go. I think it's one last cry before I leave it all behind. Somebody can't get you out of your mind, or you can't seem to get somebody out of your mind. I don't know. Take that how it resonates. Okay, for FYI, that's what they want you to know. Somebody, possibly a Pisces. Okay, we got Pisces at the bottom, a Libra or a Cancer. Okay, the letter P at the bottom of the deck, the letter Z at the top. What letters do we got at the top? Z, V, as in Virgo, but V, okay? The letter C and the letter L. Yeah, somebody is thrown off, okay? So, on another note, yeah, somebody doesn't understand something. We got TTY here that's giving me like somebody who is deaf, okay? And that is no by no way am I trying to insult anyone who has those issues. I'm hearing somebody is playing like, they don't fucking comprehend. Excuse my expression, okay? They don't comprehend something. Somebody could wear a large, okay? Somebody could live in Tennessee. Somebody could live in the Southwest District. Somebody's name could be Ant, okay? Or Antoine or Anthony or something, okay? Popeye, okay? Something about your For You page, okay? Somebody could be watching your For You page. You could be popping up on people, or something about your social media is about to shoot up, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Y'all could be seeing a lot of ants at this time, okay? Something about Wisconsin is significant, okay? Northwest. Somebody could live like Northwest or Northwest in a town, a city, a state, or Southwest in a town, a city, a state. Okay, it could be a lot of ranting going on right now when it comes down to you and surrounding you at this time. Okay, just take it easy. I feel like y'all pretty much know like what's going on. It's no need for me to go down the list. But when it comes to you and your journey, like that's the message. All right. So I love you guys, and I hope this message gave you some clarity, granted you some clarity. In some way, shape, form, or fashion. Until next time, take care of yourself. Keep going strong on your journey. Don't stop. You know what I'm saying? And just be mindful of the people that are surrounding you. That's not to be like, don't overdo it, but you know what I'm saying? Take care of you. You know, you gotta appreciate how far you've came. I feel like that's all that is saying. Appreciate how far you've came, you know, because you guys are about to shock yourselves. I saw wow out here, WOW. So that's giving me like somebody's going to be in shock as well. Either this is you shocking yourself or somebody shocking. You know, your ancestors shocking you, you shocking your ancestors. Whatever this is positive. And it has to be done, but it only can be done by you, okay? Something about Roxanne, or somebody's name could be Roxanne, okay? I'm hearing gorgeous, okay? Gorgeous. So I don't know if somebody says, hey, gorgeous, or whatever. It's something about that, okay? I don't. Maybe that's how people. That's how you communicate, or that's how maybe some of your ancestors. You know, instead of them saying, you know, like how some ancestors you hear some families they'll be like, hey, gal, or they'll be, you know, they have their little nicknames or whatever, or maybe this is an ancestor who gives everybody nicknames or something like that. I don't know. You know your life better than I do, okay? I'm just here to give you the message. So I love you guys, and until next time, you know, be easy. And I'll see y'all on your next message.